President Jacob Zuma gets up close and personal with the people of South Africa. Will they be touched? More after this. Marlo Sanibona, hello, how's it? I'm Tim Modisa and you are watching ZA News because here you can. A drawing by South African cartoonist Zapiro depicting the Prophet Muhammad complaining to a psychiatrist that other prophets have followers with a sense of humor has angered many Muslims across South Africa. ZA News is aware of the religious sensibilities of a significant number of its viewers and has therefore adopted a policy of absolute respect towards all faiths and creeds, sacred entities, deities, and prophets.
Yes, don't ever mock or belittle the prophet. And don't ever the prophet belittle. There is no game except football, and FIFA gets the prophet. Amen.
Yeah, good boy.
Fresh from the rehabilitation of his disciplinary process, ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema is now urging his supporters to kiss the boer, kiss the farmer.
Mr. Malema, sir, I understand that you're not bitter about your hearing.
No, I'm now a bigger and better cadre.
Bigger than ever, I see. But a better cadre? How so, sir?
I am not so jajarach anymore. So I'm telling the youth that they must kiss the boer, they must kiss the farmer.
Well, how do you think the boer will react to such advances?
They will be happy. We will be kissing them.
Would that be with or without tongue, Mr. Malema?
How? You filthy agent! Who do you think I am? Hey, where is the SABC?
Well, I used to know the way there, but now I've gotten lost in the wilderness. Lovely place, George.
President Jacob Hlekisa Zuma has vowed to stay close to the people. His campaign to see how ordinary South Africans live has taken him to some far-flung corners of our country. Tim, this squatter camp, it is shocking. I had no idea that people live in such conditions. It is not fit for animals. My ministers must change this. Look at this taxi rank. I had no idea that people are traveling to work in these dangerous old taxis. It is very bad. My ministers must change this. I went in there, Tim, and I had no idea these ladies were doing such things. It is terrible. My ministers must get me their numbers. Blue Bulls fans return to Soweto and Orlando Stadium on Saturday for the Super 14 final against the Stormers. Coach, are we going to see a repeat of last weekend's thriller?
Okay, no, Tim, this time I'm staying put, right here in the bloody stadium.
You are not leaving Orlando Stadium?
Yeah, it's a bloody struggle to get here, what with all the bloody traffic and stuff, then I missed the start of the flippin' game again, so I park right here, I must bloody wait,
I see. And how do you think the Stormers will find Soweto?
Find Soweto? Same as everybody flippin' else find Soweto. You take the bloody Golden Highway, man. It's bloody marked on the roads. No, Tim, it's just a joke, man. Don't be such a flippin' ballerina. But seriously, I just want to tune all the guys in Cape Town, to someone drive up for the game. There's going to be, plenty of parking for your cars and whatever, And then afterwards, you can someone take the bus home. Yeah, fuck, man, Tim, it's just a bloody joke, okay? Yes, you don't understand jokes, you don't understand humor, eh?
I get it, Coach,
You don't get it, you don't!
So Zapiro's gotten himself into trouble again.
Yes, I heard, Desmond, I heard. So what has he done this time?
He drew a cartoon with the Prophet Muhammad.
Really? Why did he do that?
Well, there was this page on Facebook called Draw Muhammad Day, and
What book is that?
what?
This page you talk about it was in which book?
Facebook. You know, Facebook. This site where you can poke your friends and forget it. It's not the point, Dada. So basically, Shapiro drew this cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad on a couch in the clouds talking to his psychiatrist, and he says,
Muhammad had a shrink.
"No, Dada, of course he didn't."
This Zapiro always had a twisted mind.
Let me finish, Dada. So, Muhammad says other prophets have followers with a sense of humor.
And?
That's it. That's the joke. Or what was supposed to be a joke.
Well, that's not funny at all.
Well, that's what many people are saying, you know, even non-Muslims. Many people were outraged.
I am disappointed, Desmond.
Well, many people are also disappointed, Dada.
I mean, it's not funny. What is the point?
Well, the point is, you know, this is about freedom of expression and of the press, and you know him, sometimes he gets these funny ideas that there are no holy cows, and besides, he didn't insult the prophet or anyone.
Well, this is serious business. He should think twice before he draws.
Yes, maybe, Dada, maybe.
I know a joke.
What?
Knock, knock.
Oh, no.
Yes, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wendy.
Wendy. Wendy who?
Wendy today, soon tomorrow.
Oh, no, Dada. Tell me you didn't say that.
At least that would have been a joke.
Oh, that was a Shiite joke.
Language, Bishop, language.
What, Grasha? I said Shiite.
Bloody agent.
South Africans are coming to terms with the reality that the World Cup is going to be something of a financial disaster for the country.
Always the negative stuff.
Always, you know, we do a good thing to bring the World Cup. But are they grateful? No. Spiteful, hateful.
But, Mr. Blatter, it seems that some 500,000 foreign football fans are staying away.
So what's the problem? Why can't you people just sit back and enjoy the soccer? What is wrong with you?
With respect, Mr. Jordan, what's wrong is the growing suspicion that we have been sold a lemon here. I mean, where exactly is the windfall promised for hosting the World Cup?
Right here, Tim. Right here. Yes, we are going to make a record $3.5 billion from the final.
Hotels and guest houses are not going to see much of that, are they?
Why don't they just want to see the football? What is wrong with us people? One for the FIFA, one for FIFA, one for the FIFA, one for FIFA, and another one for FIFA. One for you, Danny. One for the FIFA.
President Jacob Gedlehlekisa Zuma has continued with his surprise visits to see how ordinary South Africans live. The surprise, of course, being largely the president's.
Look at this place, Tim. It is like a prison. All the razor wire and the electric fences, with the guards patrolling at night. And there are rich people living there. Ish, I had no idea that this is where they live. There are women and men here, Tim, who are working very hard for their pay. And it is so little. I had no idea that people are struggling so, even when they have a job. And here, Tim, there are ladies who are very, very friendly. And the things they are saying they are doing, I had no idea.
Well, hello, big boy.
The president must find out about these things.
Turning now to football, Argentine national coach Diego Maradona has declared that the toilets at the University of Pretoria do not meet his high standards and ordered they be replaced.
It's very important that this toilet.
How so, coach?
It's for fountains like a hose pipe, you know, water everywhere. It's different spray machines for, make it clean everywhere.
Seems rather extravagant.
It's no hands, no use the hands, it's hands-free caca.
And why is that, coach?
You know this one, the hand of God, no so?
Tim, ask me, Tim.
Mrs. Zille? What are you doing there?
Ask me about toilets, Tim. We in the Democratic Alliance know all there is to know about toilets.
I don't think this is that kind of toilet, Mrs. Zille.
It's not? Wait, it has walls? Who's paying for it? Certainly not the city of Cape Town, I hope. Hola, coach.
Hola, how are you, Helen? Do you want to come do a little samba with me?
How's the team doing?
Yes, what about in toilet? Eh?
How's the team doing,
Oh,
coach?
Helen, you're going red, eh? You must be flashing.
Benni McCarthy has vowed to get into shape for Bafana Bafana's opening game against Mexico.
Yes, Tim. As you can check, I'm getting on top of this whole weight issue.
Sweating off those kilos, are we?
Yes, it's tough, but yes, like I'm not afraid to put in a little extra for the team,
Excuse me, boo. A delivery,
What do you mean?
Boo, I've got a 4 Seasons, extra cheese, extra garlic for, B. McCarthy.
I don't know him.
So it's not for you then?
No, it's another B. McCarthy.
That's weird. Check, 'cause, this is totally the right address, eh?
Okay, just put it there. I'll make sure that he gets it.
Who?
Pungani or Brady, whatever. And the money's by the door.
Okay, Kev, thanks, eh? Thanks, boo.
I never thought I would live to see this. I mean, really, would you ever have dreamed such a thing would happen, Dada? Here in our lifetime?
It is quite an extraordinary thing, Desmond.
It is proof that we have come a long way, isn't it, Dada?
Yes, indeed, Desmond. It has taken us many, many years, but here we are.
United, we stand, black and white, together as one.
Ready to show the world how beautiful our people are.
Dada, I wish that fat guy had kept his shirt on.
What? Which guy?
That big Blue Bull supporter with a huge belly. They showed him on the TV. I mean, did you see how his glass of beer stood on his stomach? I mean, that was quite awful.
I thought you were talking about the Football World Cup, Desmond.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the rugby, Dada. The Blue Bulls, they played in Soweto.
Ah, yes. That was quite incredible. I would have never imagined that. Thousands of buggies full of boerers, singing and smiling, right up where I used to live.
yes, it was quite incredible. I mean, you could have made a few bucks, for parking in your driveway,
You always have ideas, Desmond.
With little more than a fortnight before the World Cup gets underway, the country seems on the brink of being crippled by a massive wave of strike and industrial action. The ports are closed, Transnet has come to a stop, and the workers have had enough, Tim. Enough, Mr. Vavi, of work? Enough, Tim. Of the exploitation. The bosses are making themselves rich at the expense of our members. They want a decent wage. They are hurtful. They have picked a nice time to be hurtful, haven't they, Mr. Vavi? What exactly do you mean, Tim? Economists are accusing the unions of holding the World Cup to ransom. Who? Us? Never. Never.
Mein Gott in Himmel! Please, please, where is your heart? They are threatening the cup. Just give them anything. Anything they want. What? Are you crazy? Not this. This is the FIFA money. Don't let them touch us on our tournament.
The Khayelitsha toilet saga took another turn when members of the ANC Youth League began trashing toilets and closures the moment the council erected them. These toilets were not revolutionary. But, Mr. Malema, residents tried to stop you from tearing down these structures. They wanted the toilets. These people, they want to make the fufi in the toilets of the racist hell and ugly Botox Zile. The enclosures of these toilets were rubbish, made from the corrugated iron and the wood. We want them to have the ANC toilets. ANC toilets? Yes, team. Made from the concrete. It seems this latrine saga has been dragging on since 2007, Mr. Malema. When did you plan to erect concrete toilets for these people? Where is the tender for these toilets? Where? How? Show me the tender. Still in the Western Cape, police had to use rubber bullets to disperse ANC supporters who tried to break up a meeting addressed by Premier Helen Zille.
The nerve of these people, Tim. I was trying to address a ward meeting in Guguletu, and I was just telling them that the Democratic Alliance was now the party of the people when the ANC hooligans arrived.
Hooligans, Mrs. Zille?
Yes, Tim. Hooligans. I was reminded of the bully boy tactics of the old National Party. It was a good job the police were there to see them off.
Let them come. Criminals. Be scared. Look here. Big Mama wants to speak to you. Bing, bam, boom.
Thank you, General. I don't often approve of such force, but well, you know.
And you, madam, what are you doing in this location? Do you not know this is not a nice place? It is very dangerous, especially for white people. There are many criminals here.
But, General...
No ifs and bloody buts, madam. I am going to escort you out of here at once.
But...
Move, madam, move. Big Mama here wants you to move.
Big Mama?
President Jacob Gedlehle Zuma is continuing with his tour of the country in his quest to see how ordinary South Africans are living. Tim, these people are going in these boats and they are catching the fish. It is very dangerous, especially when the weather is rough. And sometimes there is no fish to catch because of this poaching. I had no idea. My ministers must look into it. These roads in the country, Tim, they are very, very bad. Full of dangerous potholes and being washed away by the rains. I had no idea. My ministers must look into it. In this shop, Tim, there are the DVDs with the ladies doing things to the men. And even to the other ladies. Very naughty things. I had no idea they could do such things. My ministers must definitely not look into these movies. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you there? Hello? I used to be your president and so on and stuff like that. Remember? African Renaissance, beetroot. Huh? Please don't recall me again, okay? Answer the phone.
Dada, here is real madness.
What is it, Desmond?
Well, this young man, he wishes to break a world record for attending the most matches at a FIFA World Cup.
The most matches, Desmond?
Yes, Dada, 38 games, 10 stadiums in 9 cities in just 1 month.
FIFA must be very pleased. If only a small portion of the fans were that crazy about the game, then they would be holding the World Cup every 6 months.
No, Dada. This young man, he won a competition. You know, it is an all-expenses paid tour.
Tell me a bit more about this young man.
Well, it says here he is from Tswane and that he is 29 years old.
That is the same age as that other youth we are always talking about.
Well, Dada, it seems there is a difference.
Yes, the one has clearly gone mad with his love for the game, and the other has made us all quite mad by making a game of politics.
Well put, Dada, very well put.
But I wish him luck.
The one going to all the games?
Yes, Desmond, but you know I will be with him every step of the way.
You will, Dada?
Yes, Desmond, right here. 38 games, 10 stadiums, 9 cities, 1 television.
Amen, Dada, amen to that. You know, 1 World Cup, 1 television. 1 World Cup, 1 television.
1 World Cup, 1 television.
There are shocking reports of premature babies dying across the country, with almost 200 premature and low birth weight babies perishing at one Mthatha hospital alone since January.
Tim, it is terrible. I had no idea. And to think, it could all have been avoided.
Avoided, Mr. President?
Yes, Tim. If there was better antenatal training for these poor women, if there was not so much poverty, then perhaps these babies would have been alive today, like little Sipho here.
I'm sorry, Mr. President, but that is Simpiwe, not Sipho.
Oh, sorry, nurse. You know, the babies, they are all looking the same.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Mr. President, because lately we've had a lot of them looking very much like you.
Like me?
Yes.
Not possible.
Opposition parties have welcomed the decision by the board of the SABC to reverse its controversial appointment of Phil Molefe as head of news. Our roving Mahindra, what on earth are you wearing?
Hello, Tim. I'm at the SABC going through a casting session.
But what for?
Well, you know, when Mr. Molefe was brought in as chief of propaganda, news, so I thought, well...
That you'd get your old job back? Don't you like it here?
Oh, I do, Tim, I do. It's just that I miss being told what to say by Mr. Molefe.
How do you mean?
Well, the minister says, the minister says, the minister says. We never even had to think, Tim.
Do you like thinking, Mahindra?
Well, Tim, I must say it's quite an affirming sensation for me. It's scary but nice.
Well, keep it real then.
Keep it real yourself, Tim.
The bitter leadership battle between co-president Musiwa Lekota and his deputy Bazima Shilowa continues with allegations that millions of rands of taxpayers' money has been squandered on the party's controversial conferences.
Remember, listeners, it's all terrific at the beginning of the marriage, but the divorce is a terrible thing, isn't it, Mbasima?
Yes, Dr. Don, horrible.
And listening to you, Mbasima, it reminds us once again of the importance of a proper prenuptial agreement.
Yes, but when you are swept off your feet like that,
Hold that thought, Mbasima. We have another caller on the line.
Sammy, where is the bloody money? The terror of my life, always the money.
Oh, no, here we go again.
You can't take the leather sofa. That's mine. Like hell it is. And those are my supporters you want to run off with. What's that? You rubbish.
Boys, please try and be more civilized.
Who's your rubbish? You rubbish.
That's better. Remember, listeners, no prenup, no marriage.
Last weekend, it was the dress rehearsal. Tomorrow, it's the real thing as Orlando Stadium braces itself for a thrilling Super 14 final.
Oh, yeah, but in a way, I'm a bit sad, that it's an all-South African final.
The Stormers and the Bulls, surely that's going to be a brilliant game, coach.
Oh, yeah, I know, but how flippin' great would it be if it were the Bulls or the Stormers giving cuck to like an Aussie team or, there's bloody Kiwis, that would have been a dream final. Now I got to pretend I'm neutral and cuck like that,
Well, Coach, the Springboks will soon be meeting their traditional opponents in the Tri-Nations, won't they?
Yeah. And speaking of which, Tim, you know why every true South African rugby supporter hates the Aussies on site, eh? Because it saves bloody time, man. You get it, Tim? Saving time, so you don't have to waste time getting to know the guys and then you only find out later they're a bunch of tossers.
I think we get it, Coach.
Ach, Tim, don't be such a bloody pupsuck. It's just a simple joke, man.
Why are we doing this? Because here we can. From me and the rest of the team is hamburger, say goodbye, and let the games begin.
Wait, Tim, wait. Here's another one. It's very funny, man. The Aussies is training and the coach says, assume the normal position. So, they all run to behind the goalpost to wait for the conversion. You get it? Hey, it's funny. Come on, Tim, man. Have a bloody sense of humor. At least I didn't say they ran to their normal position to stand behind the sheep.
Go.